What is up, guys? NYKF31 here, bringing you game number 3 of this series of the All Pro Football 2K8 season mode, where I am attempting to go through the season and win a championship with the 2012 Notre Dame Fighting Irish. Been slacking off on it quite a bit. Let's get it going again. I'll make another video when I do the next game, showing you guys the attributes again, since I'm sure it's been forgotten. Heck, I've forgotten what these players have. Myself, I haven't played it in a couple of weeks. Let's get it back going. Check into this game at 2-0. Trying to make it 3-0. There's Bart Starr and the boys. They also have Andre Reed, Hugh McElhaney, DeMonte Dawson, Pete Metzelaars. On defense, they don't have any legend linebackers. They do have the great Elvin Bethea. He's one of the better defensive ends in this game. People loved using Elvin Bethea. They also have Roger Worley, one of my favorite under-the-radar defensive backs in this game. I say under the radar because everyone uses as a silver defensive back when they were playing this game Lem Barney. He had the most visible attributes, so that's the one that people gravitated to, and they neglected some of the other players in the silver tier, guys like Lester Hayes, Mel Renfro, and Roger Worley. And Roger Worley was great for the style of play that I liked to have out there when I was playing Tampa 2, or even when I was playing a 3-4. Definitely got the job done. They also have Nolan Cromwell and Terry McDaniel. So we'll see. So far, the 2012 Fighting Irish have been rather dominant on defense. Bart Starr's coming out really aggressive and efficient on offense. Everett Golson is getting the job done, managing the game. Tyler Eifert has been a force as a go-to guy. Offensive line has been providing good holes for Theo Riddick and solid protection for Everett. Everything is going pretty nicely. I do want to touch on, as this game is rolling, the fallout of the rumor that 2K Sports would be presenting some information, some footage, something regarding coming out with a concept for a football game or game itself, what have you. And the fact that those rumors turned out to be empty. There are people in this YouTube world, this YouTube community, when it comes to the football gaming aspect of it, that are determined to be anti-anything EA at all costs, no matter what. And for whatever reason, they decide to lash out at the people who provide the information about the rumors. Got their hopes all up, and when those rumors turned out not to be true, lashed out at said commentators. Why are they mad at them? They're only supplying the information that they're hearing. And if a rumor fails to turn into a fact, that's not their fault. There's nothing they can do about that. Go about your business and have a merry day. It's not their fault that 2K is not going to be coming out with anything anytime soon. If you want to bark up somebody's tree, bark up 2K's. There's really no reason why they can't do another version of this game right here with the same concept. If there are really that many of you diehard 2K supporters, then there really shouldn't be any issue with getting the game off the shelves now, would there? The reality of the situation is that they know the game won't sell, and they're not going to waste their money and resources on a game that is going to get dominated in sales. Best case scenario, you may crack 1 million as far as copies sold. You're still being outsold about 4 to 1. Now, despite that, I do still believe that they have the resources to do a game like this. I mean, there has to be enough of a 2K fan base to at least make it somewhat viable, doesn't there? So, that's my thought on it. And the people who do this stuff rant and rave over YouTube commentators who speak positively about Madden and EA, or don't wave the 2K pom-poms as fiercely as they want. These are the mindless, the thoughtless, the ones who have no creativity or individual thought of their own. So they desperately are looking for a leader to guide them by the neck, and can't produce their own content that anyone has any interest in seeing, because no one wants to listen to profanity-laced tirades, people who can barely speak, and just the same recycled whininess over and over and over again. So, that's that. Now to this game. Late in the first half, 7-3 game, Cobras have the ball. They're trying to drive, trying to get the ball back, as Barstar was coming out super aggressive, going no huddle, tempoing me, and trying to go after it. But Manti Te'o stuffs the run there, which gives me a shot to get some more points on the board going into the half. And there goes that man again, Mr. Eifert. Just way too big. You got a guy that big and that good. You see him one-on-one like this, you just gotta take a shot. And there you go. So that gives us a 14-3 lead going to the locker room, and the way my defense plays, that feels mighty, mighty safe. One of my viewers, they were asking me about differences in putting together a scheme in this game versus Madden. It's different mainly because of the fact that they have different control mechanisms and they play differently, but overall there's not really that much of a difference. I can put together the same type of schemes in both games pretty seamlessly. They're just different in the way that they operate as far as pre-snap controls, pre-snap control options, and AI. There are certain things that you can't do in one that you can in the other, and vice versa. The biggest difference for me is the pre-snap controls in this game are a lot easier to negotiate than the ones in Madden, as far as making coverage audibles and making a tweak to a play here and there. Madden requires so many button presses to go from making a coverage audible to shifting a linebacker, or shifting your linebackers, or shifting your defensive line, or making an individual adjustment to a player, and all that. Where in this game, I can just coverage shade the entire secondary with a button click and a right stick move. Simple, done. I can hot route a guy to a blitz to create a zone blitz with 2 clicks. As well as shell the coverage. That's really the biggest difference. You can coverage shell with a little bit more variety. Like in Madden, you can basically show blitz and base a line. That's pretty much it. You can coverage shell to a 3 deep strong or weak, cover 1 shell, your standard cover 2 shell, and also shade the entire secondary while you're doing it. That's really the main difference. The other difference obviously is that you can create your playbook filled with the plays that you want. You can create a custom playbook in Madden, of course, but I feel like there are more varieties of plays in this game. You can put in combination coverages in this game that aren't in the Madden game. Like there's a play that I really like where it has either 1 or 2 corners, and you saw them both in this game or earlier, playing a coverage where if the receiver goes vertical or goes vertical for a depth of 10 yards, they're playing the man-to-man all the way, and the rest of the defense is in zone. I like the variety of cover one plays as well. You see Stephon Tuitt get through in the cover one blitz, and the default cushion for cover one is a lot better. In Madden, I feel like it's way too loose. So hopefully they either split it to halfway and you can coverage audible it to give more cushion, or fix the player movement so that they can drive on the ball better.
Davidson bounces it up there.
And here, they cut the lead to 14-6, and I'm fumbling around trying to remember how to get to onside kick, and I fail. So this game still is in doubt. 14-6, and Bart Starr, with his leadership and clutch attribute, has the ball. So third down, 2:58-ish left. I still got some work to do.
Third and long, baby. Let's get this ball back.
I like those little field pass things. They're a little bit corny, but they're, you know, good for a chuckle. So we're laying back and bend but don't break. I audible to a Tampa 2 here. Mantateo running deep. Stephon Tuitt again. Have the defensive line twisting. Four-man rush. And that's the end of that drive. So I just have to run the clock out here, but there's Elvin Bethea saying, "You cannot run at me." I'm talking a little junk to Mr. Riddick, so they have one more chance. Minute 30, one timeout. Bart Starr at QB. Generic lets him down. No need for you to celebrate there, Zeke Mott. I called him Harrison Smith almost. And I do a little twist done on the right side. And I get a sack. My generic defensive lineman. So fourth down. This is the game. Nothing. So we had a generic let him down, and Pete Metzelar's let him down there. So we will go to 3-0. I guess I thought it was Metzelar's. Nope. Generic receiver. And he gets popped.
Peter, that seemed like an odd situation to go for it on fourth. Do it for this one. The Crusaders.
It's all right. 14-6. We go to 3-0. Don't know who I play next, but we're looking to run the table, establish our dominance. Hope you guys enjoyed. Talk to you all later. Peace.
The ball game is over. Let's take a quick look.